2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these 2 division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go play fake. Mahomes. Touchdown. That's caught. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think
this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Callaway, the return man. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it
on Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. Oh, he bowls over it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. Second among NFL tight ends.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Flushed out right. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead it.
Touchdown! It's complete. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for KC.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught off a deflection. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing deep for Galladay. It got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A big play there for L.A. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. J.J. Nelson now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're